Salutations, crustaceans! I'm Lobster, and I am here with the one, the only, the CEO, President of HOBO Depot.
Yes!
The inventor of SHADA KA KA.
SHADA KA KA.
The one and only Johnny Lee Long. Thank you for joining me, Johnny.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. This is an honor. I don't want to tell you that.
The honor's all over here, man. I am so honored.
It's all around me.
Here.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. The honor's all around me.
So
thank you so much.
So Johnny's been a YouTuber for quite a bit and a bass player for even longer. He's been tinkering, he's been slapping, he's been playing all over the place, and we are here to get the inside scoop on who is Johnny Lee Long.
The inside scoop.
The inside scoop. Can't get this anywhere else. Can't get this anywhere else. So, I gotta let's start at the beginning here for Mr. Johnny Lee Long. Tell me about how you got started with music and bass.
Basically, actually I got started with music in the early 70s. I was in a talent show with a band, and the band was in a rehearsal hall in the music room, and there was a bass player there, which is my good friend now, Mike Butler, and he was there playing one of these. And I said, wow, dude, so, man, how do you play that? And he was like, I don't know. I said, well, how do you remember all these songs? He's like, I don't know, I just do. I said, can you show me how to play that? He goes, no. He said, but now look, check this out. We're in school now. So he said, so if you learn over the summer, I'll give you a brand new bass. That was a challenge. That was a challenge, man. I love that. So during the summer, the first month, I had to find a bass because I didn't have one. I didn't know where to go to look one. I ain't got no money. I'm in school. So I went to my best friend's house, and his daddy had a garage that needed to be cleaning out. So what I told him, he said, well, I got a guitar in there. I don't know what it is, but you can have it if you can find it. So we cleaned the garage out. At the very last corner of the garage, guess what? There it was, a bass guitar, a Kimberly. From Sears and Roebuck. Kimberly from Sears and Roebuck. So I got the bass and had no strings on it. No strings at all. So what I did was I said, so where am I going to get the money to get the strings? So he said, well, keep cleaning the garage. There's got to be strings right here somewhere on the ground. And so we cleaned the whole garage out. And at the last minute, of a rake of the dirt, a string popped up. And it was an E string. Of course, I didn't know it was either end, but I put it on the bass and went home. Now check this out. Went home, and in my family room, we had an RCA floor model. On that RCA, it was a record player and an AM radio, and it had a plug in it, which I'd never seen in my whole life, that says headphones and guitar. And I put that thing in, the guitar in, and it made a noise. It made a noise like this. And I was like, oh my God, it works. And with that one string, I learned the whole Grand Central Station. That's how I got started. Now, to make a long story short, 2 months within the summer vacation, I got a call from a good friend of mine, and he said, hey, I heard you learning how to play bass. I'm on the beach, and the band is working every night, but my wife is pregnant, and I have to leave early to go see her, so I'm going to give you 2 or 3 songs to play. Of course, I'm not old enough to go inside the club, the Peppermint Beach Club. So they sneak me in the back door. So through the back door, he leaves his bass, which is a 73 Fender Jazz. Never seen anything like it. Never played anything like it in my life. It was the most amazing bass I ever played. And he gave me 2 songs to do, Your Eyes Only and Turn Your Love Around. And those 2 songs I play. He said, when the drummer starts the beat, you play the song that you learned. I said, I got it. And I played the songs, and he said, okay, can you come back next week? I said, yeah, I'm gonna give you 3 more songs. And that's how I got started. And at the end of the summer, the guy who gave me the bat said, hey man, did you hear about this guy playing in Virginia Beach on the Peppermint Beach Club? I said, no, I have no idea, man. Because I didn't. I mean, I didn't know. So he says, well, I heard he was killing. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm pretty sure there's some more bass players, right? He said, no. I said, well, he said, what did you do over the summer? I said, well, I played down on the beach for a friend of mine, filled in for him. He said, the next morning, I get this. I go to the door, and there it is, a brand new 73 Fender Precision. He handed it to me and walked away. And that's how I got started.
That's how you got started. So that was your first.
That's how I got started.
Your first real bass, I guess.
My first real bass was a 73 P bass.
That you didn't have to dig up from a pile.
I didn't have to dig up from a pile.
Yeah, I think that was strategically placed back there, where it's like, yeah, we'll give it to you if you find it.
Absolutely.
So 73 P bass, your first bass, and how long did
and
it
my
take
first
to start tinkering with that?
Oh my God. I had no idea. Once I got into college, I started playing with other groups. I actually started playing with a women's quartet group, a gospel group, and I was playing. I don't know what I was playing. I think I was playing a Washburn by then. I got rid of the P bass. Don't laugh, but I got rid of it. I got rid of the P bass and got a Washburn, and started to change the pickups in it and putting different pickups in it and trying different stuff out. And then I took the frets out and made it fretless. And, that's just the first of the tinkling. And I think by the time I moved from Norfolk, or Chesapeake, Virginia to Richmond, Virginia, I had an idea of what I wanted. And that's when it kind of got started, because I started running into, more high-end groups and more, funk bands and touring and stuff like that.
Very nice, very nice. So now you were on a Washburn, you start tinkering with it. When did it start to get a little out of hand, when you start to put your fingers in all the different pies out there?
I think it started getting out of hand when I started tearing my Fender Jazz auto pieces. I was living in a one-room apartment, and when you don't have a lot of money, you can't take it to a repairman, because you ain't got no money to pay him. And just like the string thing. I mean, if you ain't got no money for the string, you got to boil them with vinegar and water. You got to keep boiling them. So I didn't have it. So I had to think of something to do, and the only thing I could think of to do was to actually tear my bass all to pieces and then put it back together. And I did that numerous of times. And so happened, it always go back together correctly, and to me, it always sounds better. And then I had a friend of mine said, hey man, I got a Ken Smith. And I got a Ken Smith, 99 Ken Smith and an 89 Music Man 5. Can you work on them for me? I was like, hey man, I don't know if I want to do that, but if you bring it by here, I do what I got to do. So I set the Ken Smith up, and with the 88, 89 Music Man 5, I actually did some paint work on it. Now I'm in a one-bedroom apartment doing this. And me and my dog. So it's like, right after that, I left, I moved away, I met my queen and got married and moved away and moved into a bigger place. And now I have, that's when the Hobo Depot started. Because I was working for a corporate company, and my queen was like, I think you should do what you want to do. I think you should open up a shop because you're really good at it. And I'm like, you see something I don't see? Let's do this. So that's what happened, man. And the Hobo Depot was founded it.
First day of Hobo Depot.
Yeah, man.
Fulfilling the.
I'll still turn my bases on. I'll still turn my bases all to pieces, though. That's how you do it. Yeah, you too. Right.
So, what was your Clark Kent suit? What was your day job at the time that wasn't doing it for you?
No, my day job, I was working for the Food Line Corporation, and it wasn't. I don't know. I think I got to the limit of pay, and I won't go on no further. And I wasn't really, it wasn't doing it, man. I mean, it's like I play at night, but I I wanted to tinkle during the day and play it. I wanted to do the real thing.
Yeah.
And, I'm not saying that I met a lot of great people, doing that company, great people. But that's not where my heart was. And where your heart is where you should go. And my queen saw that, and I was like, oh, I got such a great wife. She said, you should go and open up your own place. And that's when I started doing it, man. And I'm telling you, I have not missed a meal. I have not lost much weight. I gained some. But I had an opportunity to work on, bases from across the world. I mean, different countries. Guys are sending me bases from different countries, from the United States, to Turkey, to Brazil, to Australia, to India, Africa. I mean, it's like, man, I'm blown out the water. I'm really blown out the water.
Wow,
I am,
that's amazing.
Man. Yeah, isn't that amazing though? I am so out the water right now, and I'm dry.
So tell me, how did your reputation get out there? Because this is before, whenever you can just post on a forum and be like, hey, check out Johnny Lee Long, or here's my my company. Like, this is word of mouth and stuff. How'd that spread, and how did that impact you?
Well, it was one guy who gave me my opportunity. His name is Tom Barney. He used to play for Steely Dan. He brought me his 82 Ken Smith. There's that name again.
The Smith.
He brought me his 82 Ken Smith over here. And if you ever go back and look at the video, he lived in New York, and his house went underwater for about a month. So everything in this house was underwater.
Oof.
His Ken Smith and his Padula. So he started watching my videos, and he said, I don't know who this guy is, but I'm going to drive from New York down to his house and carry him my bases and see if he can repair him. And when he drove up in his nice, brand new, beautiful car, I was like, whoa, this is Tom Barney, man. I mean, am I looking at this guy? And he's my best friend now, but he was the nicest guy, man. And he pulled out two bases that smelled like everything, man, out of a brand new car. I mean, it smelled like whale pee and octopus pee and shark pee and turtle pee and shrimp pee and crab pee. It had all the smells of the ocean, man. And he was like, he sat him at the Hobo Depot on the porch. He says, whatever you can do to him, call me when they're ready. And that was it, man. That's how the relationship started. Next thing I know, people were calling. It's like, hey, man, did you do that bass with Tom Barney? I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm going to send you my bass. And I was like, wow. I mean, names, I don't want to drop any names, but I mean, these guys was like large in the music field. It's calling me. It's like, hey, man, can you take care of my bass for me? I'm like, absolutely. Some of them I didn't even know, but
Yeah. That's amazing, though.
I know, right?
It's crazy how just one small event, one small action can then...
I know, right? And I mean, I can't thank Tom Barney enough. I mean, I love him. He's my friend, and I love him. He's an incredible guy.
So your Hobo Depot is now in full swing? You're making some videos?
Oh, absolutely. I think that started in 2013, I think it was.
2013.
Yeah. It ain't been up that long.
Yeah, but still 7 years now. I mean, in the years of the internet, like one internet year is like the equivalent of a week in real life.
I know, right? So. Yeah, man, it is, man. You're exactly right, man. You're exactly right.
So what made you start wanting to do videos?
I don't know, man. It's like when I first posted my first video, I couldn't even post it because I didn't have a YouTube channel. So I had to go to during that time, my fiance, my oldest son, and get him to post it on his site because I didn't know anything about it. And once I posted it, it was like, wow, I started seeing people watching. It's like, okay, well, I'm not doing anything fantastic, so I don't know why they watching this. So right after that, when I opened up the Hobo Depot, I said, well, first thing I need to do is get a YouTube channel. And once I got the YouTube channel, started that, next thing you know, it went from like, 20, 30 watches, 30 views, like 1,000, and then like 2,000. I'm like, whoa. And then once I posted Tom Barney's thing, it went up to like 12,000, 13. I was like, whoa. I got something here, man. I got to buy a camera or use my phone to death. So I just started using my phone, man. It was amazing.
You're right at the top of the roller coaster, and you see what the wild ride that you're about to be in for.
I know, right?
That's amazing.
Wow. It is amazing.
So in the meantime, so you're doing Hobo Depot. Tell me about like what you're doing professionally in the music side as well during that time.
During that time in the music side, I was playing, I do church on Sundays, but during the week, I had my band, and I have a band called the Johnny Lee Long Band. Most amazing musicians in the world, I think. And we gig during the week, not much like maybe on Fridays. I didn't want to get out there and play, every day, every night. And the main thing I was doing myself was hitting open mics. And I kept telling people that is the best place to go to get the best quality musicians. You get a chance to see them, hear them, watch them, and see how they react on stage and off stage. Because what makes a great musician is that he's great on stage, but once he walk off that stage, he's still a great musician. His attitude is right, and he's approachable, and you can work with him. That makes a great musician, man. And I met so many of them, and I also met some bad ones. That be like, I'm not going to, let that happen, bro. Just going to keep walking. They had great talent, but their attitude was so bad that, you couldn't talk to them. Because I don't know, I guess they were superstars in their minds. I let them go on, man. I'll meet them down the road.
We all up in the same place anyways, and you can't take anything with you, so.
Same planet, the same city. That's the worst part. Same planet, same city. So we bound to run into each other again. That's crazy, man. So
continue.
So like on the weekends, I'll have my band do. We weren't really doing like gay gigs. We were doing like television spots. My whole thing is to do television spots. It gets a bigger crowd this quick. And so I had to have the band that was so polished that I didn't have to worry about, hey, man, let's rehearse 15 times this week, and then we can go on television. I had the kind of band that was, I give them the song, we do one rehearsal, and boom, we're done. They're polished. And so I'm like, okay, great, man. So from that point on, I try to keep the same band members. Every once in a while I may change one to two people, but still basically the same band. And they produced my sound. And when they did that, I was like, man, you guys are keepers.
And for one beautiful thing.
I know, right? And so, television has been my avenue, man. It really has. I mean, CBS has really been good to me. Really, really good. I long to be on many other shows on CBS and NBC. If you can hear me, NBC.
When's the Hobo Depot reality show coming? Hitting the prime time.
Oh man, I'm waiting on that. I hope soon, man. I even had the great Ken Smith said, "You need your own TV show." I was like, "Thank you, Mr. Smith." That's quite a compliment coming from you, sir. So I don't know. I'm looking for it next year, maybe. I got a sidekick. You see my sidekick? Yeah, I got a. Can you see him back there on the fence? That's Hootie. Can you see him? Hootie. He's got a Jackson mask on. He had it on for like 3 months now. I don't know how the boy's breathing, man. He got a $20 mask on. He's been wearing it for 3 months. So I'm gonna have to get him a $50 bill. He's a wild dude, man. But that'll be my sidekick. Me and Hootie.
You and Hootie, man. That sounds awesome.
I love Hootie.
So you said that that TV has been a really great avenue to get yourself out there. What was your first TV spot? Actually,
my first real TV spot was I did a documentary of the first Black billionaire. I wrote all the music for it, and I wrote all the music and the music scores for that, and it's on YouTube. And right after that, I was hired to do a movie called For Real, and I was in that movie. And I've been in Lincoln, Avondale, Lincoln. I was in that movie. Major Payne. You know,
I remember Major Payne, man.
You remember?
I remember Major Payne.
But listen. I mean, you know, even as a sidekick, you know, they call it, you know, extras. But even as a sidekick, man, I mean, you still being seen. And somebody gonna say, "Hey, was that Johnny Lee Long?" And like, "Yeah, dude, I saw him in Major Payne. I saw him in For Real. I saw him in Avondale, Lincoln. I saw him in such and such." You know, all kinds of stuff. And that helps you as a musician, because not only is your local people seeing you, but national people are seeing you, you know. So, I mean, there's a lot of other things I've done too, man. So, you know, I don't want to sit there and go like, "Oh, I did this," I think.
What I like about the both the movie spots as well as the YouTube thing is the permanence of it, because it's there. It's always there.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not a one and done. Like it's always going to be seen.
Always.
Tomorrow, 10 years from now. Hopefully
50 years from now? You said 100. I said 50. Yeah, you're right. 100 years from now, whatever, man. Yeah, that's great,
years
man.
In the future, they
I know, right?
This guy
it's like, hey, I remember that guy. Is he still living? 1,000 years from now.
Let's clone him.
Absolutely.
So now moving on to the present.
Okay.
2020 has been quite the roller coaster for a lot of people, and I want to know how COVID and the quarantine impacted you at the start, and then what you've done throughout it for Johnny Lee Long to get through this thing.
Actually, at the beginning, man, it was kind of it was touch and feely, and I wanted to still help brothers and sisters out on their bases and stuff. So first thing I had to do is go out and buy as much Lysol as I could, add Clorox and whatever was nearby to sanitize these bases once they came in and once they go out. So I still had bases coming in, not as many as I wanted to, and I really didn't want that many because they was coming from all across different countries. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna have this one for like a couple weeks, and then I'm gonna do another one, and then this one, and send it back and send it off. And you don't want to go out in the public so much because it was all around you.
Yeah.
And so you be masked up and gloves, and I make sure when they get ready to leave, I spray it down again, with Lysol to make sure it's cool, and the case and everything, and then box it up and even spray the box. I don't know what that means, but but during during this C-19, man, this I've been really concerned about a lot of brothers and sisters, man. And I make videos and tell them, because nobody's working. And that's the sad part. It's like a lot of people, get that thing of, I'm in this room, 4 walls, there's nothing happening, I'm losing it. And so, I started making videos, man, of, hey, man, don't lose it. Try walk outside, do something else different, man. We all love you. We're a base planet. We all love each other. If you need help, call upon us. Me, I'm always there to help, man. You want to talk, ma'am, you want to talk, sis, you want to talk, we can talk. Thing about it is we're brothers and sisters. We got to take care of each other, man. And so that's mostly what I was more concerned about, I guess, and definitely my household. So, stuff coming in, I don't want to take it into my house. So I had to, pretty much open stuff outside, spray it, and then take it to the shop kind of stuff. But during quarantine, we did the right things, as far as making sure, things were covered and sprayed, and me being safe out there in that shop by myself. So with Hootie, that is. Don't forget Hootie, man.
So it's great to hear that, you're doing well, and it's awesome that you're spreading the message of, just feel free to reach out because everyone's kind of in the same spot. You're all surrounded by these 4 walls, and there's a lot out there that's trying to just push us all apart. And it's just important to remember that, we're all in this together. And
yeah, man.
We all got to help each other.
We got to, man. We got to. This world gonna keep going whether we here or not. But while we here, we might as well love each other, man. That's my whole thing. Bro, while we here, we might as well just love each other, man. Because when we leave, it's all over.
That's the truth, my friend. That's the truth. Now, on the topic of quarantine, have you or anyone in your family picked up any, hobbies or stuff that you normally wouldn't have picked up had you not been stuck at home?
I wouldn't say too many hobbies, but we get a chance to sit down and talk, as a family, because before C-19, everybody was sporadic. It's like boom, 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 boom. The kids were going here, and the queen was going here. I'm going here, and we'd come together once in a while, and then we all go somewhere, but it won't stay long, or we stay on the phone, or kids are, and so I think this C-19 had brought us closer together, where we actually put the phones down and talk. And for me and the queen, it's been amazing because we really had some really long, great talks, man. She's a good talker. I only got 659 words, and after that, I just let her go. Because she's got like 65 million words, and she can rattle stuff off, and I'm like, I hear you, but I'm at 648. I can't go no further than 648. My next 2 words will be, okay, honey. All right, thanks. That'll be it, man. I'm done.
That's great, man.
Yeah, man. But I think everybody should have got closer to their families during COVID, man, and start looking at other families and being concerned about those other families and see if they, the queen and I, man, we kind of like bought food for people who couldn't get out and get food, and we check on a lot of folks that we normally want to check on, but because time was so fast, we couldn't do it. But COVID-19 gave us the opportunity to reach out to these people and see if they need something. If they need something, we go and get it for them or send it to them. Now you can use Uber and whatever it is and deliver that stuff to them. And that's what our main thing was, man, is to take care of others, man.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
So, steering things back into the topic of bass.
Oh, here we go.
What was your most memorable bass? Not in terms of owner or anything, but most memorable bass that's passed through Hobo Depot.
70, I think it was a 73 or 74 P bass that I redone. It had dual pickups on it. The guy had 2 EMGs in it, but when he got to the Hobo Depot, nothing worked. And it was old. I mean, he had switches in it, and back in the 70s, they tried everything, but they used everything big. So somebody gouged it out to put all the stuff in there, and I did a complete makeover on it and brought it back to life. And I'm gonna tell you, man, that's the only bass that made me cry. It had so much mojo while I was playing it, man. It's like, whoa, even talking about it, bruh. Man, let me tell you something. That was a wonderful bass. That bass, that's a wonderful bass. That was a wonderful bass. Even today, I kind of get choked up talking about it. Just a wonderful bass.
73P bass was the most memorable that passed through your shop. And then tell me about the bass that you're holding right now.
This was a gift. This is a 1969.
69.
Now, remember, I told you about it. There was a guy when I first started, and I asked him about a bass. He gave me a bass, but there was another guy there on saxophone. I didn't know he had this bass until afterwards when school was ready to close. And that was in 1976. And here recently, I guess it's been like 10 years now, I called him up and he had this bass. And he told me to come to get it. And I went and got it. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is my fave. I know you're going to ask me, what's my fave? This is my fave. One of them. This one, and I got a 78 Music Man Stingray.
Nice.
I'm going to tell you, man, between those two and a 73P, I have a 73P bass, Mocha. between those three, those are monsters. Those are my girls.
Yeah.
Now they'll take first attention. Like if I do a television spot or something, it will be one of these three.
Now, are these are your those three faves? Are those stock, or did you are you modify?
They're stock.
Stock.
No, stock. This 69 is stock. The only thing that's not stock about the 69 is the bad butt bridge. I don't want to say that bad word. I don't want to say that bad word, but it started with an A.
The bad donkey.
Yeah, bad donkey bridge. That's the only. That's the only thing that I modified on this bass, man. Other than that, this bass is absolutely. I just finished my album. I just finished it last Saturday, and right now I'm ready to master it. But I used this bass on the whole set and my 78 P bass.
Nice.
Those are the two basses I used on that whole session. And people like, I know people gonna be like, dude, are you serious? You didn't use no 5, no 6, no 7, no 8? No, man. I went back to meat and potatoes. Because this is meat and potatoes right here. I'm telling you, if you got one of these, whether it be a P bass or Music Man or this jazz bass, it's meat and potatoes. If you can't get it done with this, you're gonna eat. You ain't gonna eat. You just gonna starve. You just eat delicacy all the time, man. This is the real meat and potatoes right here, baby. Woo!
Nice.
I love it. I also have a 75 jazz. That's antique white. That's turning yellow. I see you got like 930 bases in the back of you. I'm just shy of a what?
People at work meetings are like, "Is that a backdrop?" I'm like, "Yes." Green screen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
It's an interactive backdrop where I can.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. It's awesome.
So we covered your favorite bass. I think there's one big question that
Here it comes.
everyone wants to know the answer to.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
What is the origin of SHADA KA KA? We need to know.
Well, man, look, I was in my studio one day and I was demoing a bass, and I said, "Ooh, SHADA KA KA," and I was like, I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna use it. And so I turned the camera on, and the first thing I said was SHADA KA KA, and I threw my hands out like this, and I was like, and I said it. I was like, I don't know what this means, but I like it. And from that point on, man, I had people from all across the world to tell me what SHADA KA KA means in their language, in their country, in their origin. You might want to say this word. I was like, dude, I'm just saying it, man. To me, it means greetings, love, peace, joy, happiness. That's what it means to me. See you later. See you when you get back. That's SHADA KA KA.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
I know, right? Oh, I love that, man. I love that. And everywhere I go, instead of just saying my name, they go like, "Hey, SHADA KA KA, man." And I'm like, "Hey, SHADA KA KA, brother." And then they're like, "You Johnny Long, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." I love it. And if you look on my videos, you see kids from across the world saying, "SHADA KA KA, SHADA KA KA."
That's awesome, man.
I know, man. I know. And when you hear like retirees and their wives, saying, the guy calls and he's like, SHADA KA KA, this is Johnny Long. I'm like, yeah, SHADA KA KA. Here's wife in the background going, SHADA KA KA.
That's awesome.
I'm like, tell your wife I said SHADA KA KA. She's like, I love him. I was like, this is amazing, man. Just that one word.
I think SHADA KA KA perfectly illustrates why so many people enjoy your videos so much, because your energy and just your positivity is so genuine and contagious. Very contagious.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people appreciate just you going out there and being yourself and having a good time, because so many people when they're making videos are like, "Oh, I don't want to people might think what I'm doing might be dumb," and then it's like, who cares?
Yeah, man.
Have a good time. Be silly.
Absolutely.
Be joyful.
Absolutely, man.
Share
Absolutely.
the gift of music. That's a beautiful thing, and you should be
I love it.
ecstatic for doing that.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man.
So
That's
I think I'm not alone in saying that we really appreciate all the content that you've been putting out for these number of years, and we hope to see many more years of Johnny Lee Long, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And I want to say to all the people who contact me, I love you guys. With all I have in me, I love you guys. And thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you for coming to my site. Whether you're good or bad, I'll take you both. If you're bad, you come there, you still watch it.
Now,
I love it.
Before we go, you mentioned you were dropping an album. Do we have a date for when that's coming out? When is the mastering going to be done?
Well, hopefully January 1st.
January 1st, New Year's, new album.
Yep. At the earliest, maybe December, but I'd rather shoot for January 1st.
Awesome.
And it's called and the album will be called Simplicity. That's the name of the album. The grooves are, anybody can play the grooves. That's how you make an album. You don't play it where people got to sit at home for 10 years and learn the first song. My songs are so groove oriented. It's like you hum it. If you can hum a groove, if you can hum a bass line, then it's a simple bass line. You make things simple, people remember it. You make it difficult, people will remember it, but they have to study it first. And that takes the fun out, of a simple bass line. All you need is a simple bass line to make things simple. That's what I do. That's why I like SHADA KA KA.
I forget who said this, but they said that, I think it was Victor Wooten or something that said that, if they're listening to your bass line, then they're not feeling it.
Right. I love Victor, man. He's from here too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Victor, man.
You got to listen with your heart and your booty.
Yeah, man.
And
it gotta have some booty in it. You gotta have some booty. That joke got booty. If you got booty, you good to go. Why play a bass and ain't got no booty? That don't make sense to me. I don't get that.
The bass is the booty. We need it.
Bass? Yes, we all need that.
The bigger the booty, the better.
I like that. Because I like big. Okay, anyway.
Cannot lie.
I cannot lie.
Might deny. So I think we're going to call it here. Thank you so much, Johnny, for joining me, and thank you for everyone who's watching this. Be sure to check out Johnny's channel and his new album launching January 1st. And be sure to like, subscribe, join our Discord, and leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions for Johnny, and he'll probably be keeping an eye out on the comments as well. But I hope everyone's doing well out there, and stay funky, bros. Is that no, that's not my sign up. What was it?
What's your sign up? SHADA KA KA.
SHADA KA KA. Wait. SHADA KA KA.
SHADA KA KA. And from Hootie.
And from Hootie.
Hootie